Welcome to day 5 of Computer Basics. Today we're diving into the world of computer hardware. You might have heard the terms hardware and software before, but what exactly do they mean? In previous lessons we explored software and operating systems. Now it's time to focus on the physical side of computers, the parts you can actually see and touch. By the end of this lesson you'll have a clear understanding of what computer hardware is, why it's important, and the different types that make up a computer system. Let's get started. Before we dive deeper, let's quickly clarify the difference between hardware and software. Hardware refers to the physical components of a computer, everything you can touch like the keyboard, monitor, or mouse. Software, on the other hand, is the set of instructions or programs that tell the hardware what to do. Think of hardware as the body and software as the brain. Both are essential, but today our focus is on hardware. Understanding this distinction will help you appreciate how computers work as a whole. What exactly is computer hardware? Simply put, computer hardware includes all the physical parts of a computer system. These are the components you can see, touch, and even replace if needed. Hardware parts work together to make sure your computer functions smoothly. Whether it's typing on a keyboard, clicking a mouse, or viewing images on a monitor, it's all possible because of hardware. Without these physical parts, a computer would just be a box with no purpose. Let's look at some common examples of computer hardware. The monitor displays everything you see on the screen. The keyboard lets you type and enter data. The mouse helps you navigate and click on items. The CPU, or central processing unit, is often called the brain of the computer. And don't forget about the printer, which allows you to get a physical copy of your documents. Each of these parts plays a unique role in making your computer useful and interactive. All these hardware parts work together to perform tasks. When you give a command, like pressing a key or clicking the mouse, the hardware receives the instruction and carries it out. However, it doesn't work alone. Hardware relies on software to tell it what to do. For example, when you print a document, the software sends the instructions to the printer, and the hardware does the actual printing. This teamwork is what makes computers so powerful and versatile. Computer hardware can be grouped into 4 main types: input devices, output devices, processing devices, and storage devices. Each type has a specific function and is essential for the overall operation of the computer. Understanding these categories will help you identify the role of each hardware component and how they contribute to your daily computing experience. Let's start with input devices. These are the parts of the computer that allow you to enter data and instructions. Without input devices, you wouldn't be able to communicate with your computer. They act as the bridge between you and the machine, making it possible to type, click, scan, or even speak commands. Keyboard is one of the most common input devices. It allows you to type letters, numbers, and symbols into the computer. Whether you're writing an email, creating a document, or searching online, the keyboard is your main tool for entering text. Modern keyboards come in various shapes and sizes, but their basic function remains the same: to help you communicate with your computer. Another essential input device is the mouse. It lets you move the cursor on the screen and select items by clicking. The mouse makes it easy to navigate through programs, open files, and interact with different elements on your computer. With just a few clicks, you can perform a wide range of tasks quickly and efficiently. Scanner is an input device that converts physical documents or images into digital form. By placing a paper on the scanner, you can create an electronic copy that can be stored, edited, or shared on your computer. Scanners are especially useful for archiving important papers or sending documents via email. Microphones are input devices that let you enter sound into your computer. Whether you're recording your voice, making a video call, or using voice commands, the microphone captures audio and sends it to the computer. This makes it possible to interact with your device in new and creative ways. Input devices work together to help you communicate with your computer. For example, you might use the keyboard to type a message and the mouse to click send, or you could scan a document and then use the microphone to add a voice note. These devices make it easy to give instructions and enter information in different ways. Now let's move on to output devices. These are the parts of the computer that show you the results of your work. Output devices take the information processed by the computer and present it in a way you can see, hear, or even touch. They are essential for making your computer experience interactive and meaningful. Monitor is the most common output device. It displays everything you do on your computer, from browsing the web to watching videos. Monitors come in different sizes and resolutions, but their main job is to show you the results of your actions in real time. Without a monitor, you wouldn't be able to see what your computer is doing. Printers are output devices that create physical copies of digital documents. Whether you need to print a report, a photo, or a ticket, the printer turns your digital files into paper form. This is especially useful for sharing information or keeping records outside the computer. Speakers are output devices that let you hear sounds from your computer. Whether you're listening to music, watching a movie, or joining a video call, speakers make it possible to enjoy audio content. They come in various shapes and sizes, from built-in laptop speakers to powerful external systems. Projector is an output device that displays your computer's screen onto a larger surface like a wall or screen. This is especially useful for presentations, meetings, or watching movies with a group. Projectors help share information with a bigger audience and make your content more visible. Output devices work together to present information in different ways. For example, you might view a document on your monitor, print it out for a meeting, and play a video with sound through your speakers. These devices make it possible to experience the results of your work in multiple formats. Next, let's talk about processing devices. These are the parts of the computer that handle all the calculations and operations. The main processing device is the CPU, or central processing unit. It's often called the brain of the computer because it processes all the instructions and makes sure everything runs smoothly. CPU, or central processing unit, is the heart of your computer. It performs all the calculations, runs programs, and manages data flow. Every time you open an app, play a game, or browse the web, the CPU is hard at work behind the scenes. Without the CPU, your computer wouldn't be able to process information or respond to your commands. CPU works by following instructions from software. It takes input from devices like the keyboard or mouse, processes the data, and then sends the results to output devices like the monitor or printer. This cycle happens millions of times per second, making your computer fast and efficient. The CPU is truly the powerhouse of your computer system. Processing devices like the CPU work with other hardware to complete tasks. For example, when you type a letter, the CPU processes your keystrokes and displays the text on the monitor. This teamwork between processing and other hardware parts is what makes computers so powerful and responsive. Now, let's explore storage devices. These are the parts of your computer that store data and information. Storage devices keep your files safe so you can access them whenever you need. They come in different forms, each with its own advantages. The hard disk is one of the most common storage devices. It stores your operating system, programs, and files. Hard disks can hold a large amount of data and are found in most desktop and laptop computers. They are reliable and have been used for many years as the main storage solution. Solid-state drives, or SSDs, are a newer type of storage device. They use flash memory to store data, making them much faster than traditional hard disks. SSDs help your computer start up quickly and load programs in seconds. They're becoming more popular in modern computers for their speed and reliability. Pen drives, also known as USB flash drives, are small and portable storage devices. You can use them to transfer files between computers or keep important documents handy. Pen drives are easy to use and can store a surprising amount of data for their size. Memory cards are another type of storage device, often used in cameras, phones, and tablets. They allow you to expand the storage capacity of your devices and easily transfer photos, videos, and other files. Memory cards are small, lightweight, and very convenient. Storage devices work together to keep your data safe and accessible. For example, you might save a document on your hard disk, back it up to a pen drive, and share photos from a memory card. These devices ensure you never lose important information and can access your files whenever needed. It's important to remember that hardware and software must work together for your computer to function. Hardware performs the actual tasks, but it needs software to give it instructions. This partnership is what makes computers so versatile and powerful, allowing you to do everything from writing documents to playing games. One key feature of hardware is that it's physical. You can touch, see, and even replace hardware parts. If your keyboard stops working, you can get a new one. If you need more storage, you can add a hard disk or memory card. This physical nature makes hardware different from software, which is invisible and exists only as code. Hardware is the foundation of every computer system. Without it, software would have nothing to run on. Every task you perform on your computer, from browsing the web to editing photos, relies on hardware. That's why understanding hardware is so important for anyone who uses a computer. One advantage of hardware is that you can upgrade it. If your computer is running slow, you might add more memory or replace your hard disk with an SSD. Upgrading hardware can improve performance and extend the life of your computer, making it a smart investment. Taking care of your hardware is important for keeping your computer running smoothly. Regular cleaning, safe handling, and proper storage can prevent damage and extend the life of your devices. Simple habits like unplugging devices safely and keeping your workspace clean can make a big difference. Sometimes hardware can have issues. Maybe your mouse stops working or your printer won't print. Troubleshooting involves checking connections, restarting devices, or replacing faulty parts. Knowing how to identify and fix simple hardware problems can save you time and frustration. To keep your hardware safe, always handle devices with care. Avoid exposing them to water, dust, or extreme temperatures. Use surge protectors to prevent damage from power surges, and always unplug devices before cleaning. These simple tips can help you avoid costly repairs and keep your computer running smoothly. Computer hardware isn't just found in desktops and laptops. It's everywhere, from smartphones and tablets to smart TVs and gaming consoles. Understanding hardware helps you make better choices when buying new devices and troubleshooting problems in your daily life. Computer hardware has come a long way over the years. Early computers were huge and slow, but today's devices are small, fast, and powerful. Advances in hardware technology have made computers more affordable and accessible, changing the way we live and work. When buying a computer or device, it's important to choose the right hardware for your needs. Consider what you'll use it for: work, gaming, or creative projects, and pick components that match your requirements. The right hardware can make your computing experience smoother and more enjoyable. Let's quickly recap the four main types of computer hardware. Input devices help you enter data, output devices show you results, processing devices handle calculations, and storage devices keep your data safe. Each type is essential for a fully functioning computer system. In your daily life, you use hardware all the time. Typing on your laptop, printing a document, or saving photos on a memory card, all these actions involve different types of hardware. Recognizing these parts helps you understand how computers work and how to use them effectively. As technology advances, computer hardware will continue to evolve. We'll see faster processors, larger storage devices, and new types of input and output devices. Staying informed about hardware trends can help you make better decisions and stay ahead in the digital world. Today, we've learned that computer hardware includes all the physical parts of a computer. Input devices let you enter data, output devices show you results, the CPU processes information, and storage devices save your files. Understanding these basics is the first step to becoming more confident with computers. In our next lesson, we'll dive deeper into the different types of input devices. You'll learn how each device works and how to choose the right one for your needs. Stay tuned for more practical tips and insights in Day 6 of Computer Basics. Thank you for joining us on this journey to understand computer hardware. We hope this lesson has made the topic clearer and more approachable. Remember, knowing your hardware is the first step to mastering computers. See you in the next lesson. Keep exploring and stay curious about how computers work. The more you learn about hardware, the more confident you'll become in using technology every day. Until next time, happy learning and see you soon in Day 6 of Computer Basics.